Go live. You are live. Let's fix the camera. Camera's not cooperating.
It's okay, mine ain't either.
All right, now what we got to do? Can everybody out there hear me? Anybody in yet? We don't want to stop camera or nothing. Okay, we need to shine it over here where we can see. Let me get my little stand. Sorry, y'all, we're getting set up here. Okay.
How's everyone doing out there today?
And so far, Charles is in.
Hey, Charles, how you doing?
Charles is in. High Pockets. Sirens in. Good morning, y'all.
Roxella, how you doing?
Can you hear us okay? We're getting things set up. It's going to take us just a couple of minutes. I need to get this camera set up.
Jackalope, how you doing?
Good to see you, Jackalope. Wonder if this will work over here. What we got to do to start with is we're going to classify our material. And I don't have no cord hardly here.
I think that's how we did it last time.
I think we're focusing in. Whoop. Sorry, everybody. Should have set all this up before, but I was... Okay. Now, I wonder if this will... See, I'm trying to shine it down there, but it's not going to stay.
You may have to loosen up right here and change the angle, and then you'll have to change it back to whatever you need it to.
Yeah, but you think it'll stay?
If you tighten it down, it will.
All right, I think it'll stay right there. How's that picture? This is what we're doing. We're doing some Lynch Mining original bags, okay? And to start out with, what we're going to do is we're going to classify our material, all right? Classifying your material is you take a classifier, which this is a 20 mil classifier, all right? I know this material, I've already done one bag of this stuff, so I know I don't need anything larger than that. And what we're going to do, well, like everybody else does, they go like this. Well, let's see how it looks in the pan. All right, now that that's over with. Okay, and you can see I'm opening the bag right now. I didn't open these up. I didn't put little pieces of gold in there so that it looked like it was something that was in the bag already when it really wasn't. Fingers do your thing. All right, who else we got? Oh, Draco's Dragons in. Hey, Paula. Paula's in.
Miss Paula, how you doing?
Good to see you. Okay, so what we do is we take all our material, dump it in our classifier. What this is going to do is this is going to separate the larger stuff from the smaller stuff. Okay, your really smaller gold will fall right to the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and shake this around, get all that little tiny stuff. Some of this material is really, really small. Almost looks like little chips of wood, some of it. And we're just about there. So you can see I have two pans here. Okay, now you can see kind of the two different materials. Let me put this material over here. This is the material we're going to start with right here. It's this larger stuff. Yeah, you get little pieces trapped in there. No big deal. Okay, so this is the material we're going to start with right here. Let me get it out here where you can see it. And I always like to go through it with my fingers. There's a little tiny piece of gold right there. There's another little tiny piece. Let's see if I can get it on the screen here for you. You can kind of see it. It's right
about there. Yeah.
There where my finger is. So now what we do is we're going to transfer. I don't want to do all this material at one time. I only have two pans. So what I do is I take a paper plate or a paper bowl. This little paper bowl will work. Make sure there's nothing in it. Get all the cat hair out of it. Yeah, we don't want to be panning with cat hair. Okay, we're going to take everything and we're going to put it in here. All right, and we're going to switch the camera around so that it's showing the pan. Let's bring it up so you get a little better view. Everything's getting in my way. Everything's falling. Paul this morning was talking about editing her videos. Yeah, this is what you do when you don't edit.
Yeah, I'll be definitely having this one on the chopping block.
Okay, let's get the phone out of there so we don't get it all wet. Can you all see that? Let me see if I can get a better.
You need me to angle it down for you.
Okay, can you all see that? Pan or not pan? Oh, come on, camera. I was trying to read the chat and the camera wanted to go nuts on me here.
Let me take a look at that, Chief.
Yeah, see if you can fix it up there for me, Rob.
Yeah, let's see. Can we? Don't mind my hand, everyone.
Yeah, now we got something. Don't you just love it when nothing's set up and you got to watch the guy on the video get himself set up?
Big hands.
I stayed on Ida's
view for you.
I stayed on Ida's channel too long this morning is what it was. I'm gonna blame it on her. Okay, so we have our material. All right, we're going to take a little bit of material, put it in our pan. Okay, you see these ribs right here? These are the ones I'm going to be working with, the little small ribs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some water in there and do some stratification. This is stratifying your material. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get your gold, tip your pan, because you're trying to get your gold down in this crease on the bottom of the pan. And it's good to work it. It's work it. Nothing wrong with working it. Come on, Misty. I almost sat on you, man. She wants to be part of the action. Misty always wants to be part of the action. So then what I'm going to do, ooh, look at that piece. That's a nice piece right there. And I'm going to slowly remove my material. Oh, let me move my hand. Okay, you see the material? That's all your light stuff material. You have to just kind of tilt your pan just enough. You don't want to over tilt it. You don't want to shake it when you're removing your material. You want your water. You're watching right down in here to see if you lose any gold pieces. The reason why I do it in a tub like this is so that it will recover any pieces that might have come out of my pan when I'm panning. And that does happen. It's no big deal. You can see a couple of pieces down in that corner. Okay, so we're going to stratify some more. The more you stratify your material, really, the better chances you're going to have of trapping that gold in your pan. Because remember, the gold is the heaviest that's in your pan. Okay, so we got quite a bit of material out of there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring our pan around, okay, like so, and we're going to take our material and run it back. Whoops, that hand's in the way again. Okay, you're just rolling. You can see a couple pieces that just flew in the pan right there. That flew up to the corner. So I don't have much material there. You can see those little tiny pieces of gold sitting right there. Whoops, now it's on my finger. You can see those little tiny pieces of gold right there. So what I do now is I take my snuffer bottle, which I thought I had over here, but I didn't. Misty just hauled butt out of here like her butt was on fire. Okay, let's get my hand out of the way. Take your snuffer bottle. All right. And make sure you have water in that section where you're going to pick up your gold. Okay, suck it up. Whoops. All right, nothing wants to work right today. Isn't that always the case? Bubbles, get out of there. Okay, you almost heard them drop down into the... No, there's another big old chunk. Oh yeah, Misty's going to decide to go over there and take a dump while we're doing this.
And down towards you, there was one too.
Yeah. Actually, that's a piece of quartz.
It's quartz.
Yeah, that white piece right
No,
there.
there was actually something you just when you moved.
Did I? All right, let's go back down here. Let's pull it back. Sometimes little pieces of quartz are real light pieces. They will fool you. You think they're gold when actually they're not. And you can kind of tell. What I do to break the surface tension of the water is I use Jet Dry. I didn't have any this morning, so I put a little Dawn dishwashing liquid in there. And that helps break the surface tension of the water. That what you want to do that because you'll get little flaky pieces of gold that will kind of float and they won't lay in the bottom of the pan well. Yeah, I don't see. I see a few heavies. I don't see any more pieces of gold in that. And this is something that's relaxing. You sit back, you want to take your time. Okay, so we're going to let this go because we do have a tub underneath here. So I will be repanning this material that's in this tub is what I will do, which I do with all my pay dirts. I pan them out probably 2 or 3 times to make sure I haven't missed anything. All right, so we're going to take some more some more pay dirt material. Ooh, there's a couple good pieces in there. And now it's Rob's turn. Let's see how Rob does.
Get myself set up here a little bit.
There you go. Perfect.
Okay.
And I'll sit over here and read the chat.
I also need your guidance.
Yeah, you just put a little water in there, stratify. When you stratify, try and get all your material down around here because you're going to use these when you.
Is that enough water?
Yep. Yep. You can put a little bit more in there. Won't hurt it none. And let me go down here and read chat. Okay, so we got Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting. Good morning. Jack Gallman, Charles, Silver Scorpion. Got Draco's Dragon in. Good to see everybody today. Damn, Silver Scorpion, I thought you was working, man. Yeah, and just bring it right around.
Just for a little bit.
Yeah, don't be afraid of it. And then when you dump your material off, use your water
Okay.
to move your material. And you might have to go a little bit more of an arc on your pan for your material to move.
Like that.
Yeah, but stop right there. Now just let your water, don't shake it, just let your water
Okay.
move your material. See that material coming off? And then see, keep your eye up in here and you'll start seeing some gold. Now, I'm, of course, not the most experienced gold panner that there is. I do have a little bit of experience. I've probably done 40, 50 bags, something like that. Good coffee. Where's that coffee from?
Wawa.
Oh, Wawa. Wawa coffee.
So.
It's all in the hips. That's right. It's all in the hips. It's going to take Rob a little bit more. This is his first pan he's ever done, so it's going to take him a little bit longer. But if you like to sit and relax and do something besides watch the boob tube or something like that, this is, now remember, gold pay dirt is not made for you to make money, okay? But if you decide to do some gold panning, what you want to do is you want to make sure you buy a pay dirt from a company that in their description says there's a guaranteed amount.
Is that a piece right there? Looks like
No.
gold.
No, it's a stone. Okay, a guaranteed amount, i.e. 1 gram, 1.5 grams, 2 grams. Okay, you don't ever want to buy pay dirt that doesn't give you that in the description because you could be paying $60, $70, $80 for a bag and it doesn't have but maybe, 0.2, 0.3 of a gram, and you're going to be upset and you're never going to do it again. That's probably what a lot of people do when they're, they get upset about a pay dirt from a pay dirt company. They say, well, I ain't doing that stuff no more. I spent too much money. You have to make sure that you get that guaranteed amount and you'll be much happier. You might not get 100% ROI, which is return on investment, but you can also get a little bit of gold and it's going to be close.
Okay, so do I have?
Okay, so let me see that, Rob.
Put a little water in there.
Yeah, let me set it up. What you're going to do now, I'm going to pull just a little bit more material off this. Oops, let me get my hand out of the way.
Do it so smoothly.
Rob's phone's probably not picking it up very well because
Not a big deal.
see now I've got a position where I get a little bit of water in there. I'll bring my pan around so that it's up here north. All right. I'm pulling my material south. And I'm rolling my water in which to pull that material. If you notice how I'm rolling my pan back and forth, and it's moving, and I don't see anything in that. So let's get this stuff up here. Make sure we don't have anything trapped there. I saw a couple tiny little pieces of flour gold, but we're not going to sweat that today. We're kind of looking for the bigger chunks. Okay. I didn't see much in there. All right. So what I'm going to do now is all the rest of this big heavy stuff. Let's see what's in there. This is real easy material here to pan. If you notice, it was flowing really nicely out of that pan. And you know what I need to do? I need to set up another light. It's a little muddy. Not real bad. Yeah, I can get pretty aggressive sometimes when I get moving this material. That's why I have to stratify often, because when I get moving my material out of my pan, sometimes I can be a little bit too aggressive with my water and my solution here. It's probably why we didn't have anything in the last pan, because I dumped it out into the tub.
Is there a piece up there?
Mm-hmm. So the other day I did one bag of this stuff, and it looks like there's about a quarter of a gram in each bag. Well, these were on special. They were $50-something bags originally, and they brought them down to $13.44 a bag. So I grabbed me a few. I knew there wouldn't be much gold in there, but at $13.44, you get a quarter of a gram of gold each time, which isn't too bad. How's our chat doing over here? I'm trying to keep up with chat too. On the ROI, what's the lowest that you're okay with? I would have to say my ROI needs to be at least 75% to 80%, right in that area. I'll tell you one not to buy gold from, and if they watch this video, they're going to be madder than hell at me, and they're going to say, man, you need to keep your mouth shut. Golden pay dirt. Stay away. Run. When you're looking at pay dirts, stay away from golden pay dirt. Man, I don't know. I just don't like them. I don't like the amount of gold you get. You can pay $80, $90 for a bag, $100 for a bag, and not even get 0.2 or 0.3 of a gram. And that's upsetting. See, we got a little bit of gold showing up right here in the corner. You can see that right down. Whoops, get my finger over here where it belongs. See that? Man, right there. Little piece right there. Little flaky flake. Never thought I'd be a prospector. Well, I'm not really a prospector. I'm more of a home prospector. Okay, I got still a little bit of material in there, but I know that I can pull this down I don't want to go too far and end up losing too much material, too much gold. So what we're going to do is roll it around. Now it's starting to show up. You can see it up there at the top. One flake just flew out. So what we're going to do is let's suck that up. See, initially, I don't worry about how much little stones or how much black sands I pick up, because I'm going to clean this bottle generally a couple of times. That's the only problem using Dawn dishwashing liquid. Yeah. Is Dawn dishwashing liquid gives you too many suds. So if you use Jet Dry that you use in your dishwasher, you won't have that issue. Yeah, that's the kitty's box going off back there in the background. Let's get that piece right there. Let's move the material. See, what I'm doing is trying to move the material away from that piece. So tap your pan. See that baby walk right up there to the corner when I tap my pan a little bit? Now I'll reach down in there and grab it. Let's see what else we got in here, if anything. Well, we didn't get very many flakes out of that big stuff, did we? 4 or 5 flakes. Oh, there's definitely some what I call fly poop. Real tiny, tiny stuff. Paula was asking about that this morning. Myself, I call it fly poop. Okay, I don't see anything else in there. So let's say you do 4 or 5 bags, or you got some material that has quite a bit of gold in it with some really heavy black sands. This stuff doesn't hardly have any heavy black sands in there at all. So you get 4 or 5 bags done. It's time to clean out your snuffer. Clean out your pan well. Dump your snuffer. Rinse your snuffer, because you don't know what's trapped in that bottle still that's clinging to the sides. All right, I'll do that a couple of times. And let's get some of that water off of there. Yeah, see what that Dawn did for me? Just gave me a pile of suds. Okay, I'll get all my material up there and we'll do some rolling. And you can see we did get a few little pieces there. I say there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 pieces.
Oh, yeah.
It all adds up. A little from here, a little from there. Suds are killing me. See, the suds are killing you. You can't see nothing. So you just have to suck it up. All right. I think we got it all in the bottle. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, something I didn't show you that I'm going to show you is, let's just say, wipe my hands off a little bit. We got smaller material to work with over here. Let's just say you wanted to find out how much heavies you have in there. Heavies are high in iron content. Hand me that green magnet, thank you. They're heavy. It's heavy in iron content. The heavies are. It's black sands. Take a magnet, wave your magnet around. This came with my little panning kit. This magnet, you can just use any type of magnet. Actually, some people, what they do is they take those round magnets and they put them in, I think, a $50 plastic container. Okay, so let's get around here where you can see it. You see what we have sitting there? All right, those are magnetic sands, which are high in iron content, and they're going to be close to the same weight as your gold. All right, you can even hear them, and they will trap gold also. So what some people do, ooh, that's a fingernail on a chalkboard noise. I gotta do some WD-40 that thing or something. You can even see the difference in the color of the iron type ore that was pulled out of there. And that's how, what some will do is they'll separate those black sands, put them in a different dish, so when they're panning out their material, they're not working with those heavy black sands, and then they'll work with the heavy black sands later on, is what they'll do. A lot of times when it's not real heavy, not a lot in the material, then I don't worry about that. I just pan with it and get around it. Let's keep up with chat here. My niece loves to play with black sand. Kids love black sand. Rescue. Oh, Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting says, John, all you should visit our animal rescue military boarding home this summer, and I'll take you into some ghost towns to metal detect. Oh man, that would be cool. I got a metal detector 2 Christmases ago. It's hanging in the closet over here, and I haven't even broke it out yet. Okay, so this material here, being smaller material, we're going to pan kind of a smaller amount of this material. And I'm going to let Rob do this one.
Okay. Watch out, kitty, kitty.
Come here, baby. She wants to be part of the action. Come here, honey. It's okay.
So what I'm doing is this.
Yeah, you're going to put water in it, stratify it. Yep. Now tilt your pan so that your material, while you're stratifying, now your material is walking down. And you can also go like this. Bring your pan up a little bit. Tap it a couple times. And your stratification, a little bit more water in there. Move that material. Get that material to move. Don't be afraid of it.
Okay.
All right. And then you're ready to start removing material and let your water do all your work for you.
And just
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. Don't shake your pan. Hold your pan steady. Now, see that material not move that much? Tilt your pan just a little bit more. Now it's starting to walk off of there. This is fun, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
All right, I'm trying to keep up with chat here. Chief Stacker, it's great to see this live. Definitely time consuming, but need patience to do it. Yeah, you definitely have to have a little bit of patience to do this. Chief, how much is a bag of pay dirt? Well, Jack, that depends on really how much gold you want in your pay dirt. I can tell you over at some of the sites where I get mine, the more you're willing to spend, of course, the more gold you're willing to get. As a matter of fact, right now, I'm looking at $1,400 buckets that have 1 full ounce of gold in them. if that's the case, you're going to make a couple of bucks on a bucket like that if you pay, say, $1,450 for a pay dirt bucket that has a guaranteed 1 ounce of gold in it.
So should I take this down more or?
Yeah, I would remove a little more material out of that. Whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Now see all this material up here? Bring all that material, stratify to bring all that material back. And that's what you do in between. You're removing material, about 4 or 5 of those dunks like that, and you remove some good material.
Is that gold
You're
up there?
going to want to tilt. Yep, that's gold right there. Tilt a little bit more. Watch your material down here, and you'll see your material falling off of your pan.
Let them edges try to grab that gold in those ripples, huh?
Yeah. Or you're trying to make sure now you're going to want to stratify a little bit more. Put a little water in there. Yeah. And bring your pan like here. When you're stratifying, your object is to bring your gold down. So tilt your pan when you're stratifying. If you lay your pan flat, all your material is going to lay in the bottom of your pan.
Okay.
Tilt your pan at a 35, 40 degree. Okay. Do your stratification. That's moving it. And then just bring it down, maybe tilt it a little bit more. And you're about ready to pull that back if you want to. Think about that much water. Bring it north. Okay. Roll it. Bring your material. Let your material roll it easy.
Wow.
Roll it down. Okay, now you can snuffer bottle it. Whoops. And don't worry about material you might pick up with your gold, because you'll clean that out when you clean your bottle. Hey, look what I found last night, y'all. $19.58 D over D RPM. Well, focus, camera, focus.
Did you ever find out about that one we were looking at underneath the scope?
No, I didn't. These are all what I found. Variety Vista. It's got 014, 004. These are all RPMs I found last night going through a roll of Wheaties. And these are nice Wheaties. These aren't no joke, no slough Wheaties here. Beautiful Wheaties. I wish I'd got my camera to focus better. And I also have 2 that I'm going to send pictures to Paula, because I think they have what's called a struck through. People call them strike throughs, but they're not strike throughs. They're struck throughs. It means that the die struck through something to leave that impression on your coin. Okay. That's the way I see it. So I call it a struck through, not a strike through. But anyway, you might see pictures on Live Coin Q&A on Monday here in the next few hours. I'll get my pictures together. I'll send them to Paula. I've got a couple of really nice wheat pennies over there that have a really cool struck through. And yeah, now make sure your tip, Rob. Look at your tip. See how it's angled?
Okay.
That you want down on your piece of gold you're trying to suck up.
It makes sense.
But that's what I'm doing right now. I can show you.
It works a lot better that way, huh?
Yeah, it definitely sucks better. This this big old red box right here. It is packed full of tubes. 1954, 55, 56, 57, 58, 2009, 2017 P, and they're all 1960 large date, 1960 small date. Like here is another tube that I found. I have to do full identification on these RPMs. This is a full tube of RPMs that I found. Now it's putting them in 2x2 clips, marking down the identification of exactly the RPM that they are. And who knows, you might start seeing those getting posted on Instagram at, a couple of bucks a penny. People can pick up some of these beautiful RPMs that I've been finding. But I want to do some verification first because I don't want to sell a penny that I say is an RPM or that I perceive to be an RPM, looking at Variety Vista or Wexler Double Die, Wexler RPMs, and sell it to somebody and have them say, no, Chief, no, you're wrong, man. You got to go back to school and do some more identification. There's Bob's Pistols and Pay Dirt. Good morning, Bob. Yeah, we know we're doing a live, buddy. Rob's over here struggling with this snuffer ball. It's kicking his butt. It did me too. First time I was using a snuffer bottle, I was like, okay, someone explain to me how this damn thing works.
But I'm learning. Hard knocks.
That's right. That's how you learn.
Failure always is an option.
Okay, now something that's going on is Rob is right now shooting for a 250, or did you get to your 250?
I actually am over it. I'm at like 260, but you know how YouTube is with taking people away.
Right.
So I'm going to give it about a week before I feel confident.
So he's got a 2022 Kookaburra that he is going to be giving up at his stack and giving it away. Not today, but it's going to be for his 250 party. So I got to get this shout out in right now. I'm doing it right now while I got Rob in the room. Chief Stackers filed for his shout out.
Well, now you're qualified for the 1 ounce Michael Archangel Scottsdale bar. For the shout out.
Sweet.
The Kook is just for.
Is that Ravenhawk? Hey, Ravenhawk. Good to see you, buddy. Good morning. Muscle Shell. Good to see you.
Mr. Ravenhawk, Mr. Muscle Shell, how y'all doing?
But, and also we got Big Red coming on the line. Now, Big Red, I know if you're watching, you don't have to put me down as a shout out if you don't want to. But I do want to say, I will be there on the 22nd at your party. I will help you out however I can. You know I'm here for you, buddy. You're a really good friend of mine. And I will help you out any way I possibly can that day you have your giveaway, sir. It's good to see you, Ravenhawk. That's someone else. I got to get over to his channel more often. I've been missing out. I've not had a lot of luck with my vertigo over the last couple of weeks. It's been affecting me a lot more. Whenever it does, I just don't do anything. I don't watch YouTube. Unfortunately, I'm still working with the doctors trying to get this whole thing figured out and not have it in my life, because it's about the only thing that drags me down. I'm 62 years old. And if you followed me around and hung around with me, just ask Silver Scorpion. He'll tell you, I can be like a 20-year-old. You'd be like, man, you can't slow that Chief down. That guy's unbelievable. And the vertigo is the only thing that really affects me bad. A Martin 4-stage 10-inch pan. Oh yeah, I definitely have to get some bigger pans, Bob. This kit that I bought off Amazon or whatever last year. See, I really started panning for gold just like a year ago. just a little over a year ago. And my results have turned out pretty good.
And that's not to mention what you put in the community box.
Oh yeah, I put 3.5 grams, I think, in the community Silver Scorpions community box. Okay, all this came out of pay dirt bags. There's some beauties in there. And like I said, pay dirt just depends on what you want to pay, but I recommend companies like Lynch Mining, Gold Nuggets by Grant. There's another Gold Nuggets channel out there.
So I know everything's going to be recovered, but you think?
Yeah, dumper and I'll do a pan real quick. We'll get through this bag.
Yeah.
Okay, this bag right here. This is an unopened bag right here. Okay, this bag right here is going to retired Navy Rob. Okay, this is a gift that I'm giving him. Now all he has to do is get his pan and
Classifier magnet.
You can get those kits relatively
Oh no,
cheap.
thank you. You know what?
Relatively cheap.
I'm truly touched. Thank you, Chief.
This bag I'm getting ready to send to Ida. It's going in the sticker board box. Okay. I'm going to do stickers and stuff, and I'm going to send her some extra stickers of some extra ones that I have. Maybe those people didn't have a chance to send their sticker in. So I have like a whole great big bag. I'll show you. A whole great big bag of stickers here, and I'm going to send some of those stickers so that they can go in the sticker board box. And this bag of pay dirt right here will be going to Ida to go into the Susan G. Coleman sticker board box, the one that Skippy made for her, that beautiful box Skippy made. And maybe I'll probably send a couple of silver coins or something like that. I don't think too many people will have pay dirt in that box, and I thought I would put some in there. Okay, we're going to do a real fast pan here. I'm doing all the material that we got. Let's get some water in there. Get our stratification done. Well, get your hand out of the way. I would love to sit on the river somewhere and do this, like with Dan Hurd or Rocky Mountain Prospecting, Partridge Family Prospecting. Any of y'all out there that actually see, I live in Florida. I can't do that in Florida. Man, I would love to go somewhere where I'm actually out in the wilderness with y'all. Doing some real prospecting. You take your metal detector with you. Maybe you find some nuggets with your metal detector. You can see I don't play when I get going with this stuff.
You do it so smooth.
Let that stuff roll. See, it's going into that pan, so I don't really worry about, yeah, okay, if some gold goes into that pan, it goes into that pan. Now you can see how dark that material is starting to get now? Now we're getting down to the heavy stuff. Now it's starting to get black. See that black? Now we're getting all your black sands fell down there with the gold. Okay, let's pull that back, see what it looks like. Remember, pulling it back, go north with your material in your pan. Roll your material so that everything is going south. That's right. It's just like in the real life. All the northerners want to run south, especially this time of year because it's so dang cold and snowy.
Yeah,
And you can see,
it ain't doing no good.
If you look up in there, you see little pieces of gold showing up. Yeah, you can see them over there on the east side of the pile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap those guys down there in that corner. Do some more cleaning. As they kind of walk out, see how some pieces are kind of walking out? Do a little tap, tap, tap. Kind of works them back down there into that corner. Yeah, it looks like this is about same as the last bag. It's going to have about a quarter of a gram. All right, now you can see those pieces up there at the top. And let's get a little bit more water in there. Let's get the snuffer bottle going. I dumped the water out of my snuffer bottle so that I have some room. I cover my gold up. I got some pay dirt coming from John Wolf too. Yeah, he made up these cool little hearts. John did, and had it on his channel the other day, and I went in there and grabbed a couple of those little hearts. So John will be sending that out to me. He said he's got about a tenth of a gram or so in each little heart, which is cool. I like it because it's relaxing. It's really relaxing for me. It's like looking at coins, but you can get bored with that. And after a while, looking at coins like 2 or 3 hours straight, I can just imagine the people on Livecoin Q&A looking at these pictures all the time they have to look at. Oh, I'm like, I couldn't do that. I just could not do that. It takes a special person to do that. I have a lot of respect for Livecoin Q&A panel on how they help the community out in looking at the coins and telling us, no, you got junk there. Yeah, no, you found something, man. Because there's not very many people you can go to do that. So I have a lot of respect for Livecoin Q&A and those folks on that panel that do that for us. And we all should really, really support them 110%.
I mean, just their knowledge alone.
Yeah, exactly. Just for them to be able to give us their knowledge alone, to me, is amazing. And it really helps the community. Their Facebook page, it all helps the community. Okay, we're going to let that go. We are done with that bag. And let's see what we recovered here. I can't even talk this morning. Yeah, I'm guessing right at 0.25 to 0.30. So let's get it all down here. Can you hear it? Rolling around in the pan. Let's get some suds out of there. Man, you can't see nothing with all them suds. Pull it down. Pull your material down. That's not too shabby. For a $13.44. And yeah, I think shipping on all the bags I bought was about $7 or $8, something like that. So we'll take our snuffer bottle. My snuffer bottle does not want to
I think it's the suds.
cooperate. No, it's the way I'm doing it. See, I usually do it differently. I got my pan so that y'all can see what I'm doing in a different angle than I normally have it in. Let's get some more water in there. Imagine these guys that go out in rivers and they put a little snorkeling outfit on and they're down there looking for nuggets and pickers and they're under the water doing this. I guess that takes a special talent. That's something I did in the Navy. I was actually a what they call a SARS swimmer. And snorkeling was something I used to really love, especially in the Caribbean. There's just nothing like snorkeling in the Caribbean. But you know what was even better than the Caribbean? I can tell you, Bahrain. When I did some snorkeling over in Bahrain, now you talk about tropical fish. Ooh, man.
Get any pearls?
No, I didn't see any pearls or get any clam shells that had pearls in them, but I just was amazed with the tropical fish. All right, I think we recovered all of it. You see how much black sands was in that, actually in that bottle? I think we got them cleaned out pretty good. See, and you can do that just a few times if you want to. Now you'll be able to see the gold even better. I know you're always sitting back going, boring, Chief, boring, Chief. Let's get that water off of there.
You still have 6 people watching, so it can't be that boring.
6? Oh my goodness. We're just killing it today. 6. Woo! No wonder I can't get to 500 subs. I only got 6 people watching me when I go live. Oh, what a riot. There you go. That's our recovery. Not too shabby for a $13 pan. Okay, well, that pretty much concludes our live stream today. Lady Bluegrass, good to see you. Pioneer Polly. Yes, I watch Pioneer Polly all the time. I love that kid. I love when he gets sniping down there in some of those rivers. Makes me want to go join him. Have to check them out. Could use pay dirt options. Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting. Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting does put out pay dirt bags. Well, I have to go down and chat here and see what the chat said. Well, I got to go check that out then. If Rocky Mountain Prospecting does pay dirt bags, because I still have a few channel ones I want to get. I want to get one from Tom's Pay Dirt, and I want to get one from Klesh Guitars. Klesh Guitars always has a great pay dirt bag, and he puts guitar picks in his, and he puts like sometimes coins that he might find out there when he's checking things out. Scrap Man Dan, good to see you. Scott's in, Scott Teskey, Gina R. Oh, now we got a bunch of people coming in now that we're almost done. That's what we recovered out of this bag. It's a Lynch Mining original bag. They had them on a special, so I grabbed a bunch. Okay, everybody. Retired Navy Rob and I are going to go take a breather. And did you eat breakfast?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good. I hope everybody has a great day and be safe out there today. You'll be seeing many more lives coming up. I'm trying to shoot myself up to 500. Get me up to 500 subs, and we'll have a little bit of a party. And you just never know what Chief's going to give away. He gives away stuff all the time. And remember, Retired Navy Rob got his party coming up. When you doing that, Rob?
If I stay above 250, I'm going to shoot for February 4th.
Okay, so we got to watch out around February 4th. Big Red Bullion's doing his party on the 22nd. I believe today he said around 3 to 3:30 Eastern Standard Time in the afternoon. He's going to do his party. And I know Big Red, excuse me, and I've seen his preview. Go over to his preview video for Jack. I get mostly flakes. If I buy any nuggets, Jack, I buy straight up nuggets, not in pay dirt, because then I know what size I'm buying, like 1.6, 1.7, 2.3. I'll go over to Nuggets by Grant, or I'll go check out Lynch. Most of the time when Lynch puts their nuggets up, they go really fast within the first 30 minutes. But anyway, Big Red's doing his January 22nd, 3 to 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, his 2K party. We all want to go in there and help him out, support him. Big Red Bullion is a fantastic individual, a fantastic man.
Great pours.
He's an awesome silver artist. He has a team of silver artists that come up twice a month and do auctions. And that would be Redneck Metals. Okay. You want to subscribe to Redneck Metals, RN Metals, and then you're in there. You'll see the auctions and some of the stuff that is done. Some fantastic people over there at Redneck or RN Metals. And Big Red, I'll be there on the 22nd to help you out if you need any help. All you got to do is say, hey, Chief, check this out. I hope everybody has a good, safe day. And I know a lot of you are getting snowed in and really bad weather. Wish I could do something for you. Wish I could help you out, but can't do nothing from Florida. Rob, you got the floor, man.
Well, hey, everyone. Once again, I want to thank everyone for all the support you all gave me in this community. Like the Chief said, I'm finally over 260. Hopefully YouTube doesn't take them all away like they normally do, but look for February 4th. I'll be having my giveaway in that. So y'all have a good day and keep stacking.
Love y'all. Bye.